FIFA 22 career mode is a really fun and exciting game mode. Mainly because it's where we find our new favorite players, where we find the best youngsters and we mold them into the best players in the world. Or maybe for some people it's where they get to play with PSG and just win everything every season. But hey, I don't judge. Today we're going to be checking out some career mode challenges that you wouldn't normally do. I mean, let's face it, most of you guys do Road to Glories and you might be getting bored of those. So today I'm going to be giving you some one-season challenges that you can do, and who knows, maybe you'll be able to finish all of them by the time FIFA 23 drops, if it drops. Don't ask me why I'm asking that question. But before I give you the teams, you gotta know what a one-season challenge actually is. A one-season challenge is where you must win the league, a domestic trophy, and the Champions League in one season with your chosen team. Now I suggest you only do this with 5-star teams, but you can do it with 4-star teams and 3-star teams, but I suggest you give yourself a billion-dollar takeover to even the odds, per se. But let's get started. The first team I've got on the list is Manchester City, one of the best teams in FIFA, probably second ratings wise, with first place being PSG, but you'll see PSG later on in the list. Man City is a good team to do a one-season challenge with. They've got a good squad, they've got loads of depth, like loads of depth. I mean, it's a dream team when you're considering depth and all. I mean, even their bench is a starting 11, but anyway, I'm losing the point here. It's a good team, you know, you can win the Premier League. I think they did it last season, so you can try to make them repeat. You could win the FA Cup, which is probably something that they haven't won in a while, and you can take them to the Champions League final and win it this time. That's if you can beat PSG, because usually they're the ones to make it that far. But let's move on down the list. Another team in England, Liverpool. Liverpool is also one of the best teams in Europe and probably in FIFA as well. I mean, most of these teams, if not all of them, are one of the best teams in Europe and in the game. But Liverpool does have great players. It is a bit more experienced and it doesn't have the same amount of depth as Manchester City, but I still feel like you're gonna have a bit of fun in this career mode if you sign the right midfielder. I mean, you've got Salah on the right wing, you've got Mane, you've got Luis Diaz if you're on the new patch, and you've even got Roberto Firmino and Diogo Jota to help you out on the attacking front. On defense, you've got Trent Alexander-Arnold, you've got Virgil van Dijk, you've got Joel Matip, Joe Gomez, whoever you want. Who knows, maybe you'll even sign a centre-back for yourself. On the left-back positions, you've got Robertson and you've got Chimikas. On goalkeeper, you've got Alisson. And maybe Adrian as a backup. I don't know, maybe you'll have to go on the transfer window to get a backup goalkeeper if you really care about that. But yeah, I'm just saying, Liverpool could be an interesting one. Plus, it would be a bit more challenging considering England is very competitive. You've got teams like Chelsea and Man City, which I've mentioned before. And speaking of Chelsea, that's who we're going to talk about next. They're the third team on the list for a one-season challenge. And guys, I'm going to be honest with you about Chelsea. I really thought they were going to be challenging the league at the start of the season. But I guess things kind of didn't go so well. Well, I guess this is where you come in. You guys are going to come in, you're replacing Thomas Tuchel, and you guys are going to be the ones to win the league, win the FA Cup, and win the Champions League. Now, it's not going to be that as difficult, it's not going to be impossible. It'll still be tough, but it's not going to be impossible. I mean, you've got a good squad. You've got Mason Mount, you've got Kai Havertz, you've got Christian Pulisic, the LeBron James of football. You've got Hakim Ziyech perhaps, you've got Mendy, you've got Reece James, you've got N'Golo Kante. The team is stacked, guys. The team is stacked. Depth-wise, I think it also has good amount of depth. I don't really do Chelsea career modes that much, so I can't really say how their depth is. I honestly don't even watch football that much. But again, losing the point. But let's head away from England for once, alright? Let's head on to Germany and let's talk about Bayern Munich. Honestly, Bayern Munich, probably one of the best teams in Europe, like most of the clubs on this list. But the thing that makes Bayern kind of special is that they have a lack of depth. However, they are the best team in Germany, so winning Bundesliga shouldn't really be much of a challenge. But then again, FIFA is a bit unpredictable. Your main focus would be Champions League because Bundesliga and DFB Pokal, you try to brush through that. But Bayern's main problem could be the depth, so maybe you're gonna have to invest. Probably make a quick little youth academy, try and hopefully get some big name players from the youth academy to try, sign them up, put them in the second team for those few DFB Pokal fixtures and the fixtures where you need to rotate players. But yeah, when you look at their starting 11, it is amazing. They've got Kingsley Coman, they've got Robert Lewandowski, who kind of deserved the Ballon d'Or. Maybe not this season, definitely in 2019, 2020. Definitely deserved it then. But unfortunately, due to world problems, he didn't get it. I mean, they've even got Manuel Neuer. They've got Alphonso Davies, probably one of the best fullbacks in the world. One of the fastest players in the game as well. They've got Joshua Kimmich, probably best CDM in the world. They've got Leon Goretzka, a very, very well-rounded midfielder. They've got Thomas Muller, an experienced and, in my opinion, kind of a bit underrated player. I mean, with Bayern, you're probably set up for that one season. They're perfect for that one season challenge. Now then, honestly guys, I think you guys are enjoying the video, so why don't you consider leaving a like and subscribing. We're trying to reach 20 subscribers by the end of the month. We've only got a limited amount of time, so please, if you are viewing the video, please hit that subscribe button. You could always unsubscribe later if I'm not giving you the content that you're really enjoying, but please don't unsubscribe, please don't. Let's move on to France, and probably a team that should be first on the list for all you fanboys, PSG. On paper, it's the best team in FIFA. It's the best team in Europe. Messi, Mbappe, Neymar. That front three can strike fear into any defense in Europe if the chemistry is right. Unfortunately, chemistry isn't that good in real life. But other than Messi, Mbappe and Neymar, for you as a manager to control, for you as a manager to bring the best out of them, you've got a solid midfield with Marco Verratti, with Gini Wijnaldum and Idrissa Gana. We've also got some good fullbacks. We've got Nuno Mendes and we've got Hakimi, who is also one of the fastest players in the game. And for goalkeeper, you've got probably the best goalkeeper in the world right now, Gianluigi Donnarumma. And depth-wise, it is a good team. Since they've got that deadly front three, players like Mauro Icardi, maybe, I'm not sure if he's still there, I think he's still there. Mauro Icardi is on the bench, Di Maria is on the bench, Julian Draxler is on the bench. I mean, you could even try a little story mode and put Xavi Simons into the squad somehow. But yeah, PSG is definitely a stacked squad that should easily dominate France, and that your only main focus and challenge would be Champions League. But now let's move on to another one. The last two of these ones are going to be quite tough because they're not like the two teams I've just mentioned. But up next, we've got Real Madrid, which is a European giant that, in my opinion, kind of recently fell asleep a bit. I mean, maybe I could have put Atletico Madrid into this list, but honestly, I didn't really like putting them in. I know they won La Liga, but I still felt like Real Madrid deserved the Spain spot. Mainly because they have got a really good squad, plus they have that amazing duo, that dynamic duo with Vinicius and Karim Benzema. And on the right wing, you could probably put Rodrigo. I feel he is a bit of a lower overall, bit underrated in my opinion. But yeah, he is there for you guys to use. Gareth Bale, the golfer, is on the bench as well to come in and out from time to time. You've got an aging midfield though, you gotta be honest with that. So maybe you might make a big marquee signing for the midfield. But I think you'd only need one big signing for midfield because you do still have Valverde and Camavinga on the bench. But then again, it is a one-season challenge, so whoever you choose to keep in that midfield, I would suggest keeping Luka Modric or Casemiro if you're the type of player that likes to play with pacey midfielders. I'm sorry, Toni Kroos, but it's FIFA, and you know us FIFA players, we love pace. Number 7, I've got Inter Milan. Now for the Italy spot, it was very, very difficult for me to decide on who deserved it. Main reason I chose Inter, because they won the league. But one problem with Inter that kind of made it a bit difficult for me to choose them was that they did sell Romelu Lukaku, but on the upside they still had a few good players like Lautaro Martinez. But for me, I feel that Inter is going to be nightmarish, and I'm honestly giving you guys the green light to put a takeover into the team when you start a one-season challenge with Inter, because yeah, that team it kind of needs a rebuild. I kind of could have put them in my rebuild challenge. I don't know if I did. You should probably check that video out to see if I put Inter in 10 teams that you need to rebuild. But yeah, Inter, it is a solid team, that's for sure. I mean, winning Serie A isn't something that you can just do out every day. So yeah, it is a strong team, but it is missing a few components. But at least they've got a few good players in there. I don't watch Italian football that much, but from what I can remember, they do have Lautaro Martinez. Samir Handanovic he's an okay keeper. He's a good keeper to buy, when you're short on funds and you're doing like a rebuild or something. But gameplay wise, I'm not too sure about it. I think they still have Milan Skriniar, who's actually top class defender, world class, probably one of the best center backs in the world. So basically, the more you think about it, the more you realize that Inter is really good, a really good challenge. They're not the best team in Europe, but they're also not the worst team in Europe. They're definitely the hardest one-season challenge on the list, but I think you guys do love challenges, so I've given you a challenge. Anyway guys, I thank you for watching this video. I thank you for giving me support. If you did watch till the end, you are a real G. And why don't you consider becoming a FIFA 22 Wonder Kid? Why don't you join the FIFA Expert Club and subscribe. Subscribers are the ones who have exciting prospects. Those who subscribe and like are the ones who have potential to be special. However, those who subscribe, like, watch my videos every day as soon as they release, those are the real G's. They are the Wonder Kids who have 99 potential. Thank you guys for watching the video. Hope you enjoy. And you know what? I'm gonna be a little bit nice today. I'm gonna let you watch the rest of this match that I played against PSG. Goodbye. See you next time.